This is London calling in the overseas service of the British Broadcasting Corporation.
I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
The pocket battleship, Graf Spee, which has been for many weeks preying upon the trade of the South Atlantic, and met her doom.
Mother dear, I'm writing you from somewhere in France, hoping this finds you well.
We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall never surrender.
Hang up the washing on the sea green line, 'cause the washing day is here. Whether the weather may be wet or fine, we'll just love along.
Das Oberkommando der Wehrmacht gibt bekannt. Ein im Atlantik operierender deutscher Flottenverband unter Führung des Flottenchefs Admiral Lütjen im Seegebiet um Island auf schwere englische Seestreitkräfte. Das Schlachtschiff Bismarck hat hierbei einen englischen Schlachtkreuzer, wahrscheinlich Hood, vernichtet.
The sinking of the Bismarck was due to the cooperation of the RAF with the Navy. And Rodney, which did some pretty work with her 16-inch guns.
Ah, this is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end. But it is perhaps the end of the beginning. But the Japanese High Command had declared that a state of war existed with Great Britain and the United States.
The German Navy, so proudly built up by that smug strategical genius, the Führer, is slowly but surely being wiped out. Now the Scharnhorst, the 26,000-ton battleship, has gone to the bottom. A not unusual result of action against the Royal Navy.
Led by a powerful British escort, the main body of the surrendered Italian fleet is transferred from Malta to Alexandria.
Signed the act of unconditional surrender of all German land, sea, and air forces in Europe to the Allied Expeditionary Force.
Back across the China Sea for the last large-scale surrender at Hong Kong, where today warships of the Royal Navy ride at anchor in the harbor.
Well, hello and welcome back to the Vault. I'm the Gallop Major, and this is a first look post-patch, I guess you could say, and we've gone for full pomp and ceremony tonight. Yes, we do have the naval jacket, and I'll take the fingerless gloves off. I think they might be a little bit too much. My hands were just a little bit cold before streaming. So, yeah, this is the first day post-patch, and it may not come as much of a surprise to you if the desk background doesn't give it away. Today we're probably going to be focusing mostly on the Royal Navy content, which has been added to the game, which is the Tier 8 Jutland, or the Bosh Bash in Jutland, the God of the Sea Neptune, and the Reckless Temeraire. So yeah, we'll be looking at those, and we'll also be looking at the Dashing Daring. So yeah, that's going to be most of what we'll be looking at. We'll probably do about 2 games in each one, look at their base stats. And then, yeah, if we got time, we'll look into some of the other ships that have dropped into the game, but obviously there's quite a lot, and I only have a finite amount of time and a finite amount of interest, I guess you could say. So, Hayato, the new French ships, and the Black Friday ships, and things like that, are probably going to take a bit of a back seat, I guess you could say. Anyway, as always, there is a silent support division, but we're not going to be kicking off too quickly, I guess you could say. We're going to be taking a quick look at some of the fuzzy background stuff, and then we'll be taking a look and a deeper dive into those new British ships, I guess you could say. Let's say hello and welcome to Kid Mike's Gaming, to Sean William, to Admiral Criv, to Salty Sax, and to And Then Was Eternal. Good to see you so early in the stream. Sean did tickle my funny bone when he said basically I should temporarily change the name of the channel to Brit to the Port, and honestly I wish I'd thought of it sooner. Anyway, first of all, there is the Supreme Poet, which is the Black Dante, which is exactly the same as the standard Dante, just in black camouflage, for 5 million credits, and then contains 3 tasks, and you receive 4 rewards for completing all the tasks. It seems quite interesting, I guess you could say, and I guess it's nice to see that you get something for credits. Obviously, there's a big bundle for Black Friday, so they're pushing the Black Friday pretty early on in this patch, I guess you could say. Hello, Vaz. Hello. Sean says, well, I'm off to buy a lotto ticket for the first time ever. I brought 10 black crates and got lucky and got 3 new black ships. I never usually get any ships. That is incredibly lucky, actually, considering the percentages. I'm equipped. Does Jutland's 113mm guns have some special characteristics, HE or AP focus? She does have improved AP ricochet angles, so that could make it quite interesting. Doubloons. Offers... I haven't even looked at this. Apart from the Daily Crate, nothing really special. We have Poltava there, which is kind of intriguing. Black Friday, we have all the Black Friday ships. They're all dropped nice and early. Okay, each ship comes with a big bundle. Can you get the ships on their own? Looks like you can. So yeah, standard price is 70,000, 12,500, 10,000. Yeah, okay. No, nothing super special, I guess you could say, with these ships. Premium. Commanders. Containers. I don't think they've added anything there. Nope. Forge. Nothing. Ships. Nothing. No, wouldn't be any ships as yet. Supply. Nothing. So that's the store. The store's been a very quick cover, I guess you say. Bureau. Obviously, they've added the daring. Break down the daring. Obviously, you can look at it yourself. Now, you will need to have the Jervis, I believe. Yep, you need the Jervis and the Lightning in order to make sure that you can actually progress this all the way through. And those 2 milestones obviously nice and quick, and then the rest of it, yeah, just going to need your usual ships, I guess you say. Let's see, Jutland, Maine, Palomino, Tier 8 ship, so that might get a bit harder. Charles Mattel, Wichita, Vanguard, yeah, Tier 7. Yeah, it's pretty usual stuff. I'd probably say if you are going to go for the daring, maybe save your research points for later on in the campaign, but I don't think you can use your research points to boost through, say, a mission which requires a locked ship. So that's only the downside. So yeah, you will need Lightning, and you will need Jervis in order to complete that. Campaigns and missions. I think the breakdown is already out. Oh, Black Friday challenge. Let's have a look. That's just containers, but it will get you 1 Black Friday crate. So, you know, at least they're giving you something there. Trials, yeah, we won't bother with that. Heroic effort, and I think this is pretty standard. XP, Commander XP, normal XP, credits, destroy ships. Now this is where we get to the shakedown. 450 ribbons, or they're focusing on Japanese ships again. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. I guess it kind of makes sense, maybe, with the campaign reward being Japanese vessels. Top 4, top 3. You know, it's not too awkward. And then heroic effort should be just the standard stuff. Yep. Nothing special. Kraken, 2 Confederate, 4 Dreadnought, and in 3 battles be the best among both teams in XP. So yeah, that's basically a bit of a try-hard medal. So that's that. Campaign. Yes. So the campaign, even through 2 games, I've already managed to progress it to 5 stages. Yeah. That looks like a new camo. Imperial Japanese Navy camo. Okay, that could be of interest if we actually unlock any of that. We could maybe take a look at it later in the stream. But I think it's pretty generic in regards to its spread. Now, we could take a look at the Hayate, but I think I might... no, I'm probably not. Hayate is probably just a Shimakaze with slightly better guns. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. Commanders, nothing changed. Ships, nothing changed. Wow, ships, something has changed, obviously. We're focused on just the British today because that's what I'm here for. I was just going to be playing this, so I might as well just stream it, as best we put it. So let's have a look at the Jutland first. So we're going to have to get her for 25 million. And then once we've done that, we could... Okay, so interestingly, so when she's based, she's got a single gun at the back and 2 twin guns at the front. 4.5 second reload. I mean, slightly smaller. Is it smaller caliber than Lightning? I think it's 4.7s. Yeah, they should be quite normal. Torpedoes, only 8 kilometer range torpedoes based. That's quite painful. AA is just AA. Slow, to be expected. Everything else looks reasonable. And then armor's DD armor. Okay, can't really comment too much about that. And then if we take 150 global XP, we can then get 10 kilometer range torpedoes. That's going to be quite... get additional gun barrel, better rudder shift, more AA, but no more HP. So I think if you're going to be grinding the Jutland, you might want to go with the torpedoes first, because I think the additional range will probably be more required. After that, then you'll probably go for the hull, and then last but not least, go for the gun range. That would be my recommendation. Modules, I think the first one obviously is going to be concealment mod. You're not going to be messing around with that. Torpedo reload time is always quite tempting. British destroyers, so the reload is quite long on them. But I don't want gun range. I don't think gun range is worth it because the shells are going to be so floaty. I usually end up going for main battery mod. Then you kind of end up going steering gears because reducing fire and floating duration, although it might increase your survivability, being a bit more kitey is a bit more nicer. If you could take propulsion mods, I always would, but I can't in that case. So the decision now is between main battery dispersion and torpedo reload, or traverse speed. Now, so this is obviously one of the things that they've done is they've upgraded main battery mod 2. They removed the debuff. Or the nerf, I guess you say, to main battery reload. So it's kind of made that actually a lot more viable. Because that's plus 20. I mean, the dispersion is nothing. The traverse speed on the torpedo launchers is only going to be noticeable in close quarters knife fights. So you'll get a 12% buff on reload and a... You know what? I'm just going to stick with generic, I think. Let's just stick with generic. Stick to our guns. And then she should be ready and waiting. We get there. Warships live. Hello, hello, hello. Expect you to be up at the crack of dawn for this update. I could be up at the crack of dawn for this update. The problem is I'd be still waiting around for the update to drop, and then I'd have to go to work as the update drops. So unfortunately, I am bound by the frailties of life, I guess you could say. Just going to go with Vane, Eric Bay, Sims, Quick Fix, Look at Me Now, Perceptive, Smoke in the Water, Unstoppable. Could maybe go for I'd be torching, but I'd rather keep the HE damage. No decisions on the consumables, but you do get a repair party, which is quite nice. That should improve your longevity. Sonar, yeah, standard British sonar, no complaints. Smoke is standard British smoke. Flag-wise, let's get something British on there. Let's put Tiger on there, and then camo-wise, we're going to need to go for get a permanent camouflage on there, aren't we? Hunter does look quite nice. That doesn't look too bad. No. No. We'll find something eventually. That's partially tempting. But that's more of an early war camo, and she's definitely a late war ship. I don't think the ship's big enough to make that look worthwhile. No, it's pretty generic, but like Hunter's always quite a good one. And we need more paint, so we can melt it into paint. Let's see. There we go. So let's get that equipped. I think that looks the best on her at the moment until they actually introduce a reasonable one. Go for that. And then just everything else, just put something else on. Just to get some earning. She's tier 8, she should only need that. Yes, we get that ready. And I'll just go through the chat now. Let's see. Crib, the new camo looks very nice. Green background, white, and oh, that's actually one good point. We need to change the port. How do we do that? Under settings, port, ocean. There we go. I think ocean might be the better looking port at the moment because it's not going to add any constraints to looking at the ship all the way around. So I think ocean, ocean's quite nice. Right, let's go. Major, I will need more paint. Bish, bosh, bash, 3 powers and paint within 5 seconds. Jolly good show. I'll check out the different ports, Major, after the ship. Yeah, no, will do. Camera looks okay in the new campaign. Oh, then was a turn. I've got to go. Break ending soon, so good night. I'll have a good night, sir. Have a good night. Right, we're settling in for the long haul. There we are. So now we're taking out the Bosch bashing Jutland. Right, let's see what we're up against. Set of 6, Hayate, Edinburgh, Rune, Bismarck, Jean Bar, Vanguard. I think I recognise that division. They definitely will to rebuild. Massachusetts, Iowa. Okay, once more into the breach. See how she goes. Yep, British style acceleration. No complaints. Quite swishy. 360-degree rear turret. Let's see about those front ones. Much obliged. 360-degree fore turrets. Yep, very lightning-esque. Torpedo tubes aren't 360 degrees. They but it looks like one rotates forwards, one rotates aft. Okay. So you should always be able to bring at least one torpedo launch launcher online very quickly. What's that? That's the Vanguard. Vanguard was in a division with a ZF6. Dead up ahead we have the Jean Bar, so that means we know we have the Bismarck. Yep, Jean Bar and Bismarck. And an Edinburgh. Could be a radar Edinburgh. Never know. Single launch torpedoes. Lovely. Let's kick the stern in. And then chuck those out there. Oh, it's nice to have 5 torpedoes per launcher again. There we go, plenty of room to wiggle out. And also this is a nice advantage of taking unstoppable and quick fix. Means it doesn't really matter too much if your engine ends up buying it. So they're charging in. Interesting to see some players playing aggressively for a change. So yep, no, there they go, nicely buddied up in World Rebuild range. Might as well do this. I know it's playing a bit like a cruiser, but we can get away with it for now. Running chain, standard British sonar or something extra standard British sonar. So a standard defensive sonar, unless you're in a interesting situation where you can take advantage of it. So yeah, 3.5 kilometers range. Oh, jolly good show. Okay, let's try a bit of AP now.
Smoke screen set.
Even the Edinburgh's charging in. 47 seconds from sonar. There it goes. Oh no, not the sonar from the Edinburgh. It'd be a damn shame. That's it, predictable torpedoes. Trying to give us 6 of his best. Let's see what happens when we do a bit of AP. Oh, doesn't matter. Crib to the rescue.
Critical engine damage. Smoke generator activated. Smoke screen set. Problem solved.
Seems like AP isn't entirely pointless. Do, do, do.
Smoke generator. Main turret critically damaged. Critical engine damage. Problem solved, sir.
Nice to get one of those torpedoes if we could. Fortunately not, but there's not a lot of meat left in those bones. There we go. Crib's tidying up very nicely. And he's not having to pay for it either. As if ever. Hello. I seem to be seeing a lot of Jean bars in game. Perhaps owners are worried about their new pirate ones when they drop. I don't think there's anything to be too concerned about when it comes to new pirate ships. At least not yet. Well, we've done all right, I'd say. 71,000 damage, 4 torpedo hits. I mean, it's probably not super spectacular, but we're going to finally get a cap, or maybe not. Let's see. Good enough, or barely getting by? Let's see. Yeah, that's enough. Crib doing very well. Good show. Right, well, I take Jutland out again, but I mean, I've got no complaints. Yeah, it feels suitable. Probably everything I kind of expected. I'm D&G, hello. And no, we're not going to play Toy Story 2. You've been warned. See if we can get locked in. Ooh. Nice one about it being well, I guess we're still in autumn now, but being a bit colder in the UK is I can actually wear this jacket without getting too hot. I think you're always going to see quite a lot of Jean bars. I mean, and also you've got to consider that quite a few people are going to be playing their tier 7 premium ships for the premium supplies. Jutland, Shimakaze, Rune, Worcester, Prince Rupert, Republic Conqueror. I've got used to the new ranges to my ships after these modules revamp. Yes, I'm sure the ranges are probably a little bit nuts. Denley, 12-kilometer range. Oh boy. going to be interesting to see how this plays out. There we go. Go and watch out for the Worcester radar cruiser. Ilham Channel, hello. Let's get these headphones fitted properly. I think that cable should be alright there. Okay, RDF is pointing, yeah, generally towards the enemy. If anything, I'd say in this general vicinity. Just the 5. Oh, bear in mind that the Prince of Reaper has sonar. Where detected? Shimakaze, where are you? There you are. Yeah, let's get out of here, I think. Just going to move away from Kriv just to try and give him a bit of wiggle room. Ooh. Oh, the base. It's hard to work out who to engage. Probably need to see if we engage the weaker of the two. Oh, pardon me. Oh, he did fire his guns.
Smoke screen set.
Well, push these two Shimikazes off, which is good. It means there's got to be a Jutland up in our base, which is probably going to buy it quite shortly. Just got to watch ourselves from the Worcester. But I'm thinking, use the island. Oh, hello.
Our team has taken the lead.
Always, especially when you come up against a destroyer in that such close quarters arrangement, always adjust your course at least a bit. Too often do they fire a bead of torpedoes straight at you, so if you put a little bit of angle on it, you should be alright to circumvent it. Especially, yeah, especially when it's a shimikaze. Because the shimikaze is going to really rely on torpedoes in order to pull that successful engagement off. Might be able to get a bit of a successful jump on the shimmer. We are just going to have to watch ourselves because the there's a reason why I'm turning out. Interesting, the Worcester's not using radar. I find that incredibly intriguing, considering he has a 9-kilometer radar. There we go. He does know how to use it. We now have to shake our tail feather. Good, there we go. She definitely feels a bit more sluggish than the Lightning in the water. But then she is a bigger destroyer, so I think that's to be expected. Right, this entire flank's now mopped up. Ah, Sean. I was at the airport the other day and there was a woman completely passed out on the baggage carousel. Don't worry, she slowly came around. God. Does an apple day really keep the doctor away? Depends on your aim. Did you hear about the guy that lost his left side? He's all right now. You chaps and your dad jokes. The heals are quite quick. That's interesting. So you get about 2,000 HP, I'd say, give or take, just going off the size of the bar. Why did the doctor tell the nurse to walk past the pill cupboard quietly? So she wouldn't wake the sleeping pills. Right, Vaz, put the joke book down. God. There's not much really to do in this game as a destroyer. It's all quiet on the Western Front. Just a Jutland to the room left. A crib definitely showing the speed comparison of destroyers. Jutland is going to feel a little bit sluggish. I mean, I was playing my Lightning earlier and she was doing 37 knots. And Jutland's only doing 35. Okay, it's not a lot, but you know, same commander build, same boost flags, and things like that. Those 2 knots, they do add up. That's something to bear in mind. Especially at this higher tier where battleships generally become faster and faster. Okay, I need to say Alaska's a really great ship. That's good to hear, that's good to hear. I did come up against an Alaska earlier in my Lightning. Quite nippy, quite quick. And that's all, chaps. So yeah, that's alright. Oh, it actually didn't break. That's a surprise. Mid-table, but not much you can really do. Right, okay. We'll have a look at the let's see. Already played Temeraire? No. I think my main concern at the moment is where did the other bit of it go? But yeah. Oh well, we'll just take the jacket off for now. We'll transfer the poppy onto the woolly jumper. Which shouldn't take too much, but yeah. Could do daring next, you know, that would maybe make a bit of sense, because then that feels like we're progressing along the tech tree. Alternatively, could maybe look at the Neptune. But let's do daring next. I think daring makes sense, because it would be like progressing up the tech tree and looking at what would be the next ship in line. Oh, let's pop that over there. I suspect, there it is. Oh, it's gone right down the side of the chair. There we go. Sean, I had the nastiest rudder, slowest cashier. Oh, nastiest, rudest, slowest cashier today. I guess it's my own fault for using the self-service checkout. Oh, I remember when those first came in. You almost did end up having an argument with them, didn't you? There we go. That's the poppy on? Yeah, the poppy can be seen. Right. Yeah, we'll do Darren next, because obviously Darren's the bureau ship, and she's going to feel like an evolution following on from the Jutland. So I think it'd be quite interesting to look into that. So let's have generally inferior AP shell penetration. Okay. So you only really want to use the AP on squishy things, but you do have enhanced angles on those. Destroyer armor. What can I say? It is what it is. 20,000 hit points on a destroyer, though. That's quite a hefty amount. 3 Jutland turrets, but 2.8 second reload. That's a lot faster reload. 2 sets of 5, 10 kilometer range. Yeah, pretty standard torpedoes. Your torpedoes aren't really changing as we go up. AA capability. Yeah, no. Again, AA is not really something a destroyer usually shouts about. Maneuverability 35 knots again, but you're going to be a bit faster than Jutland once you put a booster flag on there, so that's not too bad. Similar rudder shift, similar turning radius, concealment, very similar. Very similar repair party, same radar, so yeah. I think most of this is again staying the same. Let's put the gallant on there. Where's the gallant flag? There we go. Camo, she does have a permanent camouflage, which is not available as yet. Well, Hunter looks pretty close to it. Oh, there you go. The destroyer is actually big enough to make that look quite nice. Let's do that. Convert. And then we'll upgrade. And then, yep, second booster as always. Credit booster, well, legendary tier, let's max that up. Okay, and then the command build, I'm just going to go for exactly the same, but I know what the capabilities are. Modules wise, I think just put the cookie cutter on it. I don't think there's any point really faffing around. So on goes the cookie cutter. Right, I'll get that launched. Daring is a cruiser with no citadel, same as Elbing. I beg to differ. Because Elbing was actually designed as a scout cruiser, whereas Daring was designed as a destroyer. Darren's hoping majoring the gallant Temeraire and his catchphrase, "You won't sink this British glory." When have I ever said that? that's loaded, I might as well just grab my major pick, which dropped off. Yeah, they're only pin badged on. It means I can use the jacket for, well, actually wearing it with a suit or a waistcoat. What are we looking at then? Shimakaze, Brewing, Minotaur, Republic, Temeraire, Yamato, Aggressor, Curfest. Spawn in the centre, which is not fun. Minotaurs could have radar. I'm going to take this slightly cautiously now. Right, let's see what we're looking at here then. So, looks like 360-degree turrets, British acceleration. Oh, 360-degree torpedo launchers. That's quite useful, because that means that basically your torpedo launchers are always going to take the shortest route, the shortest arm to the side of the ship that you need them on. That's actually really quite nice. That's quite a nice trait. Plus the 360-degree turrets. What's the enemy destroyer? Shimakaze. Ooh, that could be slightly concerning. I'd love to know what the two cruisers are on the far left side, but I can't get eyes on. Whatever's over here was definitely the Shimakaze. She kind of pushed up into this open area, and then she's broken off. She's now definitely closer to someone else. She's running RDF, which is quite an intriguing thing. She's making a move over into that cap, so she's probably closer to the Kronstahl. Just going to point myself towards that ship, which I suspect is Shimakaze, which should be in there somewhere. Reason being is I want to be a nice narrow profile to any potential incoming torpedoes. There she is.
All stations, concentrate fire on that target. Smoke generator.
Kind of wish I wasn't in the cap, because then I could maybe push on the Shimakaze.
We sank an enemy destroyer.
But I think we're going to be okay.
Torpedoes direct front. Requesting assistance.
Okay. Doing a good show. But Yamato's a tempting target. Gross Curfest is turning around. Single fire torpedoes. Again, something British, something nice.
Teammate, I need your support.
You're on the other side of the map, chap. I have slightly different priorities right now. Daring does feel a bit lumpy. She's she's lumpy in the water. What's pushing in? Yamato and Yamato action. What's my detectability? 5.4. There we are, we're just outside. Neptune's beard. She's now going to put the pedal to the metal. Yeah.
Smoke generator activated.
Will she? She'll probably accelerate quick enough.
Smoke screen set. Battleship destroyed.
Crib, you lucky devil. I might let Crib or that battleship go for the cap. Hopefully the Yamato goes for the cap. And therefore we should be right to maybe see if we can get some mopping up done on this side. Might see if I can ask the Yamato
Teammate,
very nicely.
all forces, capture that area.
What do I want to say?
Much obliged.
It makes the most sense for the Yamato, who's going to have to travel through the cap to at least make the effort of capturing it. And that makes, obviously, it gives me and Crib the opportunity to chase after the enemy. Ooh, Daring is... She doesn't feel nippy. She feels slow. Daring is... I think I read that one. We're all up to date. That's good. I see 2 enemy cruisers, 1 minnow, 1 rune, and 1 Yamato remaining. Fingers crossed, none of which are looking my way. Rune's going forward. Yeah, they're all going for the cap. I could potentially see maybe some alternative builds being used for Jutland and Daring. They definitely feel different to the Icarus, Jervis, and Lightning, which have all come before. Icarus, Jervis, and Lightning have all felt rather maneuverable ships, maneuverable hybrids, where these two feel they gradually get worse. I'd say they feel like they're quite lumpy ships. So maybe a bit of speed on them wouldn't go awry. Maybe potentially a Blue Furion inspiration if you have her. Alternatively, at least Bruce Fraser or the Stig. Oh, okay. Minnow's done what Minnow does.
Victory is in sight.
I think I've got a bit of wiggle room, should I need it. Neptune. Yeah, we should be alright to wiggle out of this. We've still got plenty of room. Oh, okay, wiggle room's now getting a bit short in supply. Can we buy a bit of time? Ooh, just. Yeah, the AP's definitely worth remembering on these ships. Get a fire and then use that AP. I'm not sure what they're I think that's going to be all she wrote, because the rune has negotiated himself into a corner. I mean, we've got some HP to trade, so we might as well have a go at it. What's the base detection of the Daring? 7.1 kilometers, I think. Managed to drop it down to 5.4. With a bay, look at me now, concealment module, and camo. Type 4. Yeah, I haven't got any complaints about Daring, but she does, I think, very much the same way like the gearing feels in comparison to the Fletcher. Feels a bit lumpy because they're bigger destroyers. I mean, all destroyers have got bigger at this tier. I wonder if I should move the poster down a little bit. Just move Churchill down a bit. There we go. Let's see what we got. Des Moines radar, big radar. Minotaur as well. I think we should be right with everything else. Don't really want to go for the middle, but I'm gonna have a dabble. Dare to dabble. Well, that didn't take long for the poor Yamato to get spotted. What? 11 seconds? Des Moines, oh no. And Montana. I mean, if the she's turning in. She's turning in. I don't think this is worth it. This is a good way to die, I think. We're going butt first because I want to run away as quickly as possible if I need to. Because we're within 8.3. Oh, there's a minnow there as well. Oh, okay, that's it. We're going. Go, 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 go. Go British acceleration, please. Knew I was taking a big risk. I'm going for British acceleration, even with a knocked out engine. She's coming in. That's kind of surprising. Oh, there's... okay, nice. Right. If at first you don't succeed, try again. I think we should be able to wiggle around, but yeah, this is the lumpiness of the destroyer. Come on, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Nice. Oh well, at least we got some torpedo hits on the husk. Got two enemy destroyers to try and find. One's a Gearing, one's a Shimikaze. But at least this time we should be able to get the cap in piece.
Smoke generator activated. Attention.
Come on, just one fire, please. Oh, crumbs. Let's get this and then go after the shimmer then. Right, let's go shimmer hunting then.
Our team has taken the lead.
Shashi's pushing hard. Ah, just the one torpedo. I'm gonna have to go this way. Text me circle, this is so much larger. That's got to be a minnow, hasn't it? Yeah. Based on... I'll go have a look if you need. I mean, I'm doubtful that there's a gearing all the way up here. If there is a gearing up here, he's miles away. Oh, but there is undeniable proof there. Okie dokie. It's quite a distance off. Very strange gameplay for a gearing. He's definitely a good distance off. There we go.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Daring looks very promising. It does. She's got some quirks though, which you're going to have to bear in mind with. Again, I had to take on the damage sponge roll instead of the battleship, shame. Oh, hello! Oh no, that's not good. Please shoot. Please shoot. No, don't smoke up, shoot. Oh, the AP's nice. Oh. Oh. This is why it's always worth dabbling around by changing your ammunition. And I just had a bit of a hunch on, like, you know, I'm losing this battle using HE. What would happen if I used AP? And I was getting 3k salvos against that gear in there. That really turned the tide. Without that AP, I would have been a dead duck. So against broadside destroyers, it is worth investing in that AP. Oh. From the broadside far away, the Daring looks like a Soviet blockhouse. Oh. That last effort against the gearing certainly surprised me. Right, well, we've done the Jutland, we've done the Daring. It's time to take a look at the Neptune. And so, I know. So we can now take a look at the Neptune. We can purchase the Neptune for 25 million. Let's see, consume-wise, damage control, repair parties, 794 HP per second for 20 seconds. That's a lot. That's 14,000 HP in a single repair party. Probably more than that. Let's call it 50. No, it's more than 15,000. You're talking about 15,800. That's dangerous. Okay, sonar or defensive air fiber consumable, smoke or radar. Smoke looks normal. Radar 9.4 kilometers range, 35 second duration. That's quite nice. Sonar looks normal. Normal, yeah, very normal. Defensive air fiber consumable, very normal as well. Stats. So you have a total HP of about 40,000, and your repair party brings back about nearly 16,000. There's a lot of HP locked up in those repair parties. Only 2 of them, but still. Artillery, 6-inch guns. Nothing really special there. 5-second reload. Longer than Fiji's, amusingly. Torpedoes, 10 kilometer range. Standard 10 kilometer torpedoes. AA rating's 96 base. Maneuverability, 33.5 knots. Okay, fair enough. 15-second rotor shift, 790 meter turning circle. Concealment, 12.4 kilometer base. Armor. Yes, what did you expect? Yeah, there is a lot of blue. And it's a very big ship. Let's have a look at the Citadel. She has a stepped Citadel. I was kind of hoping she might not. But yeah, she's got stepped Citadel. So that's going to be incredibly exposed. Incredibly exposed. Yeah, she's going to be another typical British light cruiser. Smoky, poppable, and yeah. Great heel, yeah. Fair piercing, AP shells only. Sequential torpedoes, yeah. Not exactly too much to shout about, was there, for that ship? Right, let's get the ship boosted, and let's have a look at these upgrades, I guess, or modifications. Torpedo damage, you know, you could probably leave that one till last. You probably might want the gun range sooner than later, but I think recommendation would be hull first. After you get the hull, then I'd recommend the gun range, and then last but not least, I'd go for the torpedo. I think that's fair. Right, when it comes to the ship, I'll go over the commander build first, I think. I think if I talk about my commander build first, it will give a deeper appreciation of why I go for such modules. Because I think a lot of people are probably going to think, oh, maybe kitey or something like that. I'm going to go for a commander build that I've been using since 2020. Since March 2020, I want to say, since the British light cruisers actually came out, and that is a Reginald Tyrwhitt build. The reason being is Smogathon is a very interesting trait. So I'm going for Subsurface Adventurer, improved torpedo reload, improved torpedo speed. Look at me now, you know, reduce that sea detectability. Perceptive. Now, it's a bit of a toss-up, I guess you say, between Torpedo Safari, increase the range, or the torpedoes, or Perceptive, basically give you improved torpedo detectability, and also gives you that RDF. I'm finding the Perceptive to be a bit more useful at the moment because of enemy destroyers. Smoke the water, improves dispersions, improves deployment time, and then Smogathon. You know, okay, reduces your deployment time, so you have to be doing 25 knots or slower before you start deploying that smoke screen, and you have to be decelerating to make sure you stay in it. However, +2 smoke generated charges and a reduction of reload time by 50%. And then inspirations, Togo reduces the reload time of all your consumables, and Zerlane Belfast reduces your text from foreign smoke. This one's not really a must-have. You can put anything else in here. If you really wanted, you could put shear in here for those lower tier cruisers. So once I've done that, I'm gonna pop a flag on. Let's put London on. There's London. Camouflage. Okay, she hasn't got a parent camouflage. I want something that looks reasonable for a British cruiser. I'm tempted. Ooh, we can now look at this camo. So that's the new Japanese naval camo. That is actually quite interesting. That's very inspired by Japanese camouflages. That's a very nice little camo. I'm going to go for this one. So get that upgraded. And then I'm going to put definitely one of those on. I'll do these in the meantime. But it's definitely that booster flag, the one that does the consumable reload. And the reason being is now my smoke screen takes consumable duration. Duration is how long it takes to lay. So I've got 8.7 seconds to lay it. It will last for 118 seconds after that, but it reloads in 108 seconds. So between my smoke screen will reload 10 seconds before my smoke screen ends. So I'll be able to chain smoke. If I need to, I can sit and smoke for about, let's round it off. Let's say 125, 250, 500 seconds. Yeah, that should definitely help with keeping the ship concealed. Actually, I haven't done the modules, and I think then this is where I'm going to go main battery. And I think in this case, I might go for the main battery. You always end up going steering gears. Now here is quite interesting. You could go steering gears, or you could do concealment module. How bad is the rudder? It usually is pretty naff with this build. 8.6 seconds. Concealment does help. What's that concealment? 11.1, so that would drop it to about 10 kilometers. I'm going to be risky. I'm going to go for concealment. I like to live my life dangerously. Buffalo 2.0, haven't much of the... where are we? Does Neptune come with a trident? Unfortunately, no. She doesn't come with any trident-equipped missiles. I love today to dev strike them. It's really easy. Minotaur syndrome, as you can say. Yeah. Just think they're very fragile. Playing in an awkward situation, you will die very quickly. With loads of smokes, go for a double rudder. No point for concealment. I like concealment because it allows me to A, get closer with smokes, and then if I need to extract myself from the situation, I like to then have that wiggle room. I find the biggest issue with these smoke cruisers when you're chain smoking is you can't really get close enough sometimes in order to maximise your the advantage of your smoke screen. Jutland, Shimikaze, Gearing, Kronstahl, Minotaur, Alaska, Yamato, Montana. British style cruiser acceleration, which means we can probably expect British cruiser style deceleration. Why have we got two cruisers? We've got two DDs in the middle, which is a little awkward. Kronstahl. Something closer. Ah, Neptune spears. Yep. Don't think anyone else has got eyes on you for any reason. What's the enemy DD gearing? And then we got friendly gearing going in. Problem is, friendly gearing's going to be exposed to Crunch style radar. What? It's practically Edinburgh turrets. Part of me surprised they didn't put Plymouth turrets on it. I would have felt that would have been more likely.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Oh, okay, that unit is gone. Okay, just a flesh wound.
Enemy cruiser destroyed. Team has taken the lead.
Unfortunately, you can't delegate your turrets. You can't say X and Y target the amateur, aim Bravo, can you target the crunch cell? Port side torpedoes target the crunch cell, starboard side torpedoes target. We need more players per ship. 3 DDs, 3 cruisers, 3 BBs, that's rare. Yeah. Oh, that kind of explains why they did this this last push then on this flank. They pushed hard and then got rolled up, it looks like. I might jump aboard, Griff. He's going up against a Giro. That's my spec. That's my corpse. So I think the Daring's doing round the mulberry bush. Yeah, shells feel floaty at long range, to be expected, 6-inch guns. Armours to be expected, torpedoes are interesting. It's nice to have that many. I think that's quite a nice upgrade. And there goes one Shimakaze, and it just leaves one Giro. Garen's done wiggle all the way through. I'd say he's probably pushed through, yeah. Oh, there she is. Oh, there she goes. No complaints. We'll do better next time, I hope. We'll go with that. Actually remembered to change to the game in time that time. I think Neptune's got to probably suffer a little bit with the matchmaking, I guess you could say, because now you're in the upper tiers, you end up with a lot more radar cruisers. Minotaur, Alaska, Mishashi, Alaska, Maine, Yamato, Conqueror, Colbert, Shimakaze. We'll see, we'll see. It'd be interesting to see when they start doing things with Tier 8. Whether we could see Tier 8 ranked or Tier 8 arena. I think it'll be a while off, but they're slowly starting to fill in Tier 8. I mean, there's now more ships available at Tier 8 than there are at Legendary Tier. And Tier 8's only been going for about 3 months, I would say. So my Tier 8 selection is quite Soviet based. I need to get more silver. Russian bias. Okay, one destroyer on the left, Shashi, Alaska, Conqueror. Minnow, also MEDD definitely located. This thing I'd like to have pushed up closer. Yep, can't touch that, so we kind of got to wait for the DD to get spotted. Yep, to be expected. That's not how it works, Shimakaze. You torpedo me. That's gonna hit the island. Major will loan you money from his account, but you must play British or he will summon the ghost of Margaret Thatcher to hunt you down. Oh. I'm not a bank, chaps. I have been I have been saving these credits since they announced Tier 8. Don't like the way our left flank seems to have just evaporated. That's not a good thing.
Smoke generator activated. Smoke screen set.
shimmer. We can only shoot what we can see, and if you smoke up for no apparent reason, it puts us in a slight difficult situation.
We destroyed an enemy cruiser.
I had 80 million as well, but couldn't wait longer. I spent it 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I do kind of feel maybe 127 million might be a little smidge overkill. I could trade some HP for this. Is it worth it? I think it's damn risky. Oh, Neptune Spear, that's damn close.
Smoke generator activated. Smoke screen set.
And he did open fire on the Alaska a smidge too early.
Enemy battleship sunk.
I think that's probably wouldn't be the downside of the Neptune, is because of her fragile nature. You really have to take into consideration what you shoot, when you shoot, should you shoot it, what's going to be the consequences if you do shoot. Because you end up in a situation like that where you kind of have to shoot the destroyer, but by doing so, massively exposed.
In 5 minutes.
need to try and re-engage this. How much HP you got left, Shimmer? Okay. So the Shimmer's HP, she should potentially be able to win a gunfight against a Kleber, but I don't know. I feel a little bit like I'm piddling into the wind. Oh, goody. What's that, Maine and the Conqueror? I think we're done for, unfortunately. Oh, am I late to the stream again? Just a little, but it's okay. Good see you, though. Good see. We need to heal. We need this heal on Plymouth as well. Yeah, but then Plymouth would be just like there would be too much going for it. 5, 4, 3, 1. Kind of hoping or baiting the Conqueror into shooting, but it's not working. I was hoping that she might try and blind by the smoke. Nope, she's not buying. There is much we can do. She's stuck behind the islands as well. Oh, good game. Enemy played that well. Hello, Professor B. FB. F8, is it F? Oh, F8. Hello. Good morning from down under. Oh, we've got the day off tomorrow now. No. We're going to do 2 games in the Temeraire, and then we're going to call it a stream. So we've done 2 Jutlands, 2 Darings, 2 Neptunes, and then 2 Temeraires. So yeah, let's take a look at the Temeraire then. So last release, the Temeraire. 25 million. Ooh, expensive. Right. So, damage con, repair party, healing, about 20,000 HP. Probably a little under. That's a lot. Spotter aircraft, catapult fighter, defensive air fighter consumable. At the moment, I'm noticing we're not getting a lot of carriers. But I'm gonna take the defensive air fire consumable because I feel like I'll remember to use that. I feel like if I take the catapult fighter, it's not quite worthwhile. And if I take the my brain's got blind. If I take the spotter aircraft, I'll just like forget to use it properly. I want to do something different camera-wise. Tempting. Very tempting. I'll take the camera off because obviously we need to. And actually, for the consumables, I'll go back to the spotter aircraft and then we'll have a look at the stats. So ability 58,600. Feels a little on the low side, I guess you could say. Torpedo damage, torpedo reduction 25%. Artillery 3. Wow, 9. 406 is 30-second reload. 46% chance of setting a fire. A rating starts off a base of 69. Maneuverability 28 knots, same as the KG5, all the way down to tier 6. Rudder shift 22.5 seconds, turn circle 830 meters. Concealment 15.3 by sea. Armor scheme. Well, that looks like a lion armor scheme, if I could say so. Take away the superstructure. Take away the torpedo bulge. Okay, torpedo bulge really does just run from turret to turret. Oh, ever so slightly above the waterline. Okay, right, not gonna complain too much about that. Powerful AA, maybe. Great heal, superior HE pen. Yeah, again, HE. Right, let's see. So first up, let's get this boosted. I still have 710,000 global XP left. I might be able to earn myself a Tirpitz maybe after this. Or actually, to be honest, I could probably get myself another tech tree. That could be interesting. Increased firing range by 10%. I think that's going to be quite tempting. It usually is for battleships because you just end up with those kind of long range engagements. Additional HP and reduced rudder shift. That's quite nice. 1.5 knots more. Nice, but not too critical. You could probably leave that one to last. Oh, pardon me. Sorry, I didn't mean to knock that. Increase the caliber by 13mm, taking it from 16-inch guns to 16.5-inch guns. Improves the HE damage. Improves the AP damage. Improves HE damage. Improves chances for setting fire. I think that one, although it's a nice mod, that too could also wait a little bit. So I think a lot of players will probably want to get one of these two first. Which one you choose is definitely going to be your preference. I think mine would probably be getting the range. Then I'd probably get the hull. Then I would probably get the engine. And if you wanted, then you'd get the guns. Very tempted. No, we'll do one game without the gun mod and then another game with the gun mod. Now, you could do a full AA build. And I think you'd easily get 100 rating with the AA build. Question is that, what kind of commander build do I want on this? I feel that's going to be the bigger question. I don't like killing them, so he's out. Fraser's on cruisers, Vane's on destroyers. Jericho is... I don't know what he's doing, he's just floating around. Madden's for secondary low tier battleships, don't want to take him. Tyrwhitt's on cruisers, Terrence on cruisers, Boyd on carriers, Belfast is spare. This is kind of tempting. I'd say surname Nelson's kind of tempting with Big 7. Hood, it's a speed build Hood, probably a no. AA build Queen Elizabeth, if you're expecting carriers. I'm not expecting a carrier. I think that's kind of tempting. Modules. I have a suspicion that dispersion is going to be a little bit trolling, so I'm going to go for the aiming mods to start off with. Propulsion is usually quite good in battleships because you kind of need it. Concealment, I think, is now the better choice. Let's go with main battery and I'm tempted to go the gun, AA guns. You know what? I'm gonna run it as if I was going for my AA build. Because if I did that and I chuck the defensive AA bio module on, I'm not expecting a carrier, but yeah, straight away 100. Yeah. Which could be intriguing in that regard. Camouflage on. Battle booster, increase that gun range. Credit booster. Global. Commander XP. Yeah, I'm tempted with that. I'm tempted with that. Oh, sniper patch, sniper patch. Working late tonight, just join the stream. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. We're just going through the British tier 8s. English is not my first language, I'm still there. No, it's not. Yeah. Oh, F8. Professor Fate. That makes more sense. Oh. I never twigged that. Oh. I find if you're English and foreign people struggle to understand is you just have to shout loud. No, Sean. Right. Temeraire. Team Akatsuki, Scotland, Summers, Jutland, Margay, Victoria Veneto, Bismarck B, Massachusetts, Alaska.
Stations.
So in every sense at the moment, this is pretty much just a tier 8 Lion. Because I've not taken the gun mod. I feel like they said, I know that the player base is probably potentially a little disappointed that Temeraire is just Lion at tier 8 with a gun mod and slight tweaks here and there. But at the same time, Lion is a very good performing tier 7. And a very rare tier 7 as that. Definitely shells coming in from the Bismarck. Ooh, first fire of the game. Oh, okay, there goes the Scotland. I suspect the Bismarck's going to rush in, so we'll probably pick on the Bismarck. Oh, spotted well before I come around the corner of this island. Ah, hello! Neptune's beard, lost her. Ah, oof, bracketing in there. I think she's going to be gone by the time I reload. I think there she goes.
Our team has taken the lead.
Oh, Neptune's beard. She torpedoed it.
Victory is in sight.
Oh boy. All of the enemy destroyers are gone.
Main turret critically damaged.
It might be time for me to print a new ship in a second. God, let's do it now. Just turn the 3D printer on. Oh, I gotta love it. There's a Vittorio Veneto somewhere up ahead of me. Ah, there we go.
Main turret critically damaged.
Jeff, I only have enough XP and silver to get one of the British tier 8s. So what is the general view on which one is that must have? I think obviously it depends on what kind of player you are. I mean, if you enjoy cruisers or battleships or destroyers, then that's what you're going to be. Your preference is going to be. But honestly, I think Jutland's probably the interesting one. I think Jutland's going to be the one that you're going to look out for. Oh, I love the 3D printer. B turret's getting slapped about quite a bit.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert.
Oh, there goes A turret this time.
Main turret critically damaged.
No way. Oh. Neptune plays a bit like Minotaur. Temeraire is like, he's not like Lion, is Lion. I got Die Hard out of that. Even the 93K, yeah, not much going on over on our flank. Just the Vittoria Veneto really want to ram me and not so do so well. Okay, let's put the improved gun module on there. See what that does. But yeah, we'll get that launched, I guess. Thanks both. I missed out on the line, so perhaps I might go for Temeraire first, then Jutland, but I want them more. No, don't blame me, don't blame you. Love it when that happens. Yeah, the gentle tap, which ended with the Vittoria Veneto. Yeah, just dying. Well, I got a medal out of it. You know, I'm not going to complain. This will probably be this will definitely be the last game of the stream. But yeah, then we've done 2 Jutlands, 2 Darians, 2 Neptunes, and 2 Temeraires. And yeah, honestly, I like Neptune, but then I like that style of cruiser. That's why I prefer Belfast 48 over Edinburgh. That's why I prefer Fiji over Belfast. It's why I like the Leander, especially with my style of commander build. So in that regard, yeah, I'm happy enough with Neptune. Jutland and Daring, very nice destroyers. They do kind of continue the tech tree, but they do feel different to Lightning They definitely are a bit of a step change, but they are quintessentially British. But they are different in their own ways. Temeraire. Playing Temeraire makes me want to reconsider what I've done with Lion, because I think Lion I've done steering gears. I've noticed on Temeraire I've got propulsion mods, and it just feels a lot better. So it's making me think I want to go back to my Lion. I want to put propulsion mods on that, see how it goes. Apart from that, it generally is, like I said, it's a Lion, but not a premium, and a tech tree one. And ever so slightly different with the gun module that you can have, slightly improved secondaries, but you know, it really is just a tech tree premium at the end of the day. In some regards, I bet they wish they could have just made Lion the tier 8, but I think they kind of, I think they pinned themselves into a corner by making Lion a premium Christmas Gone. Shimakaze, Girin, St. Louis, Mishashi, Temeraire, Yamato, Montana. Oh, smoke.
Союзники, поддержите огнем по указанной цели.
Oh, there's a Temeraire. Oh, hello.
Союзники, передаю координаты важной цели. 攻撃目標の座標を指定する。皆の奮闘に感謝する。
Ooh. I think the welcome party was sent out on that one.
Hull breach. We're taking on water. Союзники, сфокусировать огонь на цели.
And we'll now have to play Guess Where the Gearing Is.
Our team has taken the lead.
It's just come around that corner, Griff. He'll be with you in a second. Nice.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Unfortunately, there's not a lot left on the table. Enemy team has lost 6 vessels and killed none. And I don't think there's anyone going to be in range for me to engage. So I'm not expecting a high XP game out of this one. I mean, we did hurt that gearing a lot, so that might get us some XP, but I'm thinking I'm going to end up being mid-table.
Victory is in sight.
MTCD, good to see you, sir. Much obliged. Oh, I need to stop bumping the mic. It's my bad. Dear Warship for Life? No, we're wrapping up. This is the last one, unfortunately. But thanks for offering, and nice to see you. Not much I can really do, apart from just sail along.
Victory is in sight.
I mean, it's a bit wasteful, but let's polish out those dents. Get the brasso out. Once we got the ship all nice and spick and span, we'll exercise those anti-aircraft guns.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert.
Nothing wrong with a good exercise. Just keep the crew on edge. Help them hone their skills. Ooh, that dispersion over that range is a bit. There you go.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert.
That training exercise is over. Guess we've got time. We can give the secondary battery a training exercise as well. There's really nothing else to do. Crew's already shooting, and I can't even see them. Someone's in range. No, what? Oh, no. Not in range. Oh, well, that's not going to be a great game with the Temeraire, but I think we kind of just got our behind our back. Temeraire doesn't seem to be too bad though. I personally don't say I'm a battleship player, so yeah, mid-tier both of them. But what can you do? There wasn't much going on. All the good gunnery crews were busy with the AA on the first shot. Well, much obliged everyone for popping by. We've gone through all of the tier rates and the daring. And Jutland's nice, daring's nice, Neptune I like, but she might not be for everyone. Temeraire has some intriguing potential. And it makes me want to put propulsion mods on my Lion, so I'm going to do that. Let's see, Lion I go AA, concealment, propulsion. And Temeraire? AA, propulsion, concealment, AA. Yep, no, I'm happy with that. I'm going to stick with that commander build. I think in time we might see more legendary tier carriers eventually start to turn up, and when they do, I think Temeraire is going to be quite nice with her AA build. Although I don't think I'm going to be seeing any benefits of it as yet. But yeah, I think these 4 vessels which have been added to the game for the Royal Navy are all good additions. I like them. It might not be, your opinion may differ, but I'm happy enough with them. Oh, well, I'm going to say thank you to everyone for popping by, and hope you all stay safe, stay well, have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and a good night, wherever you are in the world. Just especially division. I'll put daring on the end screen. So, going back through the chat, I'd say, thank you to a lot of people who popped by. So let's see, we've had thank you to Kim Mike X Game, to Sean Whitland, Admiral Criv, to Salty Sax. Also, thank you to Vaz Vegas for popping by. Thank you to Warships for Life, Rani Chang, Asif Ahmed, R9DNG, Ilham Channel, good to see you. Good to see you, Nariko, as well. Many thanks to Jeff Dave and Professor Fate. Also Sniper Patch and Azuma SC. Also thank you to MTCD. That's everyone who popped by. Thank you all. This is a bit of an improv stream. It's kind of, yeah, it's a bit of a first look post patch, but it's been very focused on a certain content, I guess you could say. And because of that, yeah, hence the Navy's here kind of thumbnail. Anyway, you know what the drill is. We always end on a bit of God Save the King. Until next time, I'm the Gav Major. I'm back to the port. Pip and cheerio.